Hi, if you are watching this video, Awarsing have made it to 2K subscribers. Woohoo! So awesome. Thank you so much for all those who have watched, liked, subscribed, and really supported this channel. A few weeks ago, I made a community post. I'm gonna answer some of those questions. First question is from Quinny, Quinn. Hope I pronounced that right. One of my top 5 anime websites. Not in real particular order. I buy from Army, as you've probably seen some of my videos, as well as Anime Kaika, where I purchase majority of my price figures from. Madman, Australian version of Funimation. I also use Animal Abbots for it. They also have a physical location. They're great for sourcing Sega SPM figures. And last but not least, I also purchase from Sugoi Toys. They do really good deals for figure art zeros, as well as scale figures. On to the next question. It's from JeikuTV. What is the most expensive and the cheapest anime figure in my collection? And it also says thank you and more power to me. Thanks for that. Alright, we'll start with the most expensive. Might need to grab from the cabinet, one sec. So this one here is Benny Malu from Fire Force. Artifacts J, Kokobukiya. I bought this from Army. At first I thought this was a really good deal, but then I saw the shipping costs, which made it close to what I'll probably pay in Australia. But from the details, I think it was worth every dollar. Really happy with this. Alright, I'll just put this back. The cheapest figure is the WCF figure of Tanjiro. Bought this for a future chibi figure episode. It's probably about 16 Australian dollars. A question from Bryle Konobunura. I'm sorry if I butchered your name there. Why figure and statue collectors doesn't have what we call contentment? Why do we keep buying new figures even when we tell ourselves a million times that this will be the last figure we'll ever buy? Excellent question, quite a deep question actually. For myself, I guess there's always more and more figures coming out, especially in the last few years. They're just getting better and better quality, and as I continue to watch anime and movies I guess, and other media, there's always new characters that I want to purchase. Will we ever be satisfied? Probably not, but it's about the journey and not the destination. So I'm going to continue enjoying the process of just collecting figures. From Fizztube, just wondering, why did you include Malaysia ringgit price in your figure videos? By the way, cheese from Malaysia. And also there's a big shout out to all you guys in Malaysia. And also I'm not Malaysian, just in case you're wondering. I have ringgit as well as other country because they represent my top viewers from those countries. So US being number 1, then Filipinos, Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Alright, on to Clari. Which figure brings you the most joy? Alright, have to be this Your Name pop-up parade? Maybe because Your Name has a special place in my life. I was overjoyed with a good smile. Announced they were releasing this as pop-up parade versions. I'm really joyful for owning these. Master Kali asked me what was the figure that made you decide to start collecting. So I restarted collecting back in 2020, but if I was to go even further back when I initially started, it might actually have been the Neon Genesis 8th gaming figures that I saw in a mall. I still have them, but they're in storage. I'm not even sure if these are original or not. If someone with more knowledge can let me know. I just remember owning these and wow. And from there, I started purchasing the 8th gaming robots, and just kept going, and then I stopped for a few years and then started in 2020 when I was just looking for a new hobby. And now look at me now, my biggest collection yet, CheeseNinja. A big shout out to you, CheeseNinja. Thanks so much for the really good constructive comments that you have posted in my videos, and that's the general support of my channel. I have 4 questions from you. Let's start with the first one. What figure would you consider your Grail? Wow. It's a tough one. I probably wouldn't mind a Prime 1 studio, maybe of Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. Really love looking at those Mega House ones, especially with Greed. Man, they look so good, but so pricey, and I think it's pretty small as well. Maybe I'll be able to find it secondhand on Army one day. Alright, on to the next one. Question 2. Do you have a particular figure that you really like but still haven't purchased yet? Probably some of the figure arts, Zero, particularly some of the Demon Slayers. I probably love to get more Senetsu. Overall, I have been pretty good with being able to purchase all the figures that I have eyed. Question 3. What can you say about the surge of figures prices recently? Because my company has just announced that they're bumping up prices for pop-up parades. Yeah, it's depressing and hurts the wallet even more. It does make it a bit hard to continue collecting pop-up parade with the price increase. We noticed with the Wimuru figure, the price has already gone up. I'll probably just pull back on purchasing figures in general and be a bit more selective with what I purchase. And finally, just for fun, I saw unboxing videos, but they're not yours while you're collecting One Piece figures. The main reason I haven't expanded onto One Piece prize figures is just so many. I think I can do a whole channel just on One Piece. Well, I guess it would be nice to pick up some of my favorite One Piece characters, but yeah, don't hold your breath. Alright, If you enjoyed this video so far, please give me a like. Yeah, feel free to let me know if you'd like to see more of this type of content. From Suit Life of Dear Brando. Their permission, I have rephrased it to what's my favorite outfit on a figure. I've always really liked the Ruby Rose costume they captured in the pop-up parade with just so many details, and this was the figure that really saw me that pop-up parade was worth collecting at that price points. And on to the final sale questions, but not the least, from Tawny, 5 questions from them. So first one, origin of my YouTube channel. I started my channel at the end of 2020 and just had a lot of spare time, like maybe some of you did as well. And it was something that I always wanted to do, is doing a YouTube channel. Either it would be a tutorial channel or figure collecting, which I only just started at the time. And fun enough, back then I was collecting Star Wars and a lot of Final Fantasy stuff, but I definitely really wanted to do more anime stuff. And once I hit the anime stuff, I feel that's when I really saw my channel really find its direction, and here I am. 2, thoughts on Funko Pops and Nendoroid. I think they're great, especially the variety of characters. Personally, Funko Pop probably not the style that I want to collect, especially for the type of display I like to do. And Nendoroid, I'm actually think I might be starting collecting those figure series, but we'll see. I will be dedicating a whole video on chibi style characters, which will include Funko Pop and Nendoroid. I will explain more on that there. Question 3, something you say to your past collector self. I guess if I was to split myself back in 2020 when I just started collecting again, get ready to spend a lot of money, buy the characters that you really want, and don't worry too much about release date, and try and get the video released same time as it come out in Japan. It's still good. Question 4, a figure that I regret buying. Alright, this is the Sasuke relation. Figure 0 was on heavily discounted, and I bought it to complement the Sasuke price figures, but at the end of the day, it didn't really matter. What's a personal favorite figure line? I feel I've been really enjoying the Cookbook line. I really like the figures that have really awesome poses when they come with nice effects like the scale figures. And the last question for the video, motivation word for your fellow viewers / collectors. Alright, I just want to say to you, just collect what you really like. Don't worry too much what other people collect. Just focus on then the characters and figures that you really like to collect. And then they're a bit pricey, it's worth saving up for. And it's not about how big this collection is, it's about enjoying the art of collecting and being able to display them, admire them, and appreciate the art of the figures. Alright, thanks so much for everyone that had sent me a question, and feel free to ask me more questions in the comment below. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did answering these questions. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again. See ya, bye.